All right, y'all, let's run down the 2020 Soul Train Awards. Y'all ready? Let's go.
I came to vibe, you came to function, just do that, baby. Don't worry about nothing, no.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Bright here, the R&B Kid, and I'm back again with another video for y'all. Hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. I know this video is kind of late, I'm sorry, but it's been a very busy week for me. But yeah, man, like I said, I wanted to talk about the 2020 Soul Train Awards on this video. So yeah, man, the Soul Train Awards, like y'all know, I love them. They're my favorite award show every goddamn year. I feel like, in my opinion, that they're the silent killer with award shows every year because they always have amazing performances. The awards are always on point, and it's not political. It's not a popularity contest. I feel like the Soul Train Awards are a dying breed of award shows that really honor artistry and, you know, really great music. And it's not about politics. It's not about, you know, BS behind the scenes. And we see that from the way they award people. We see that from the performances on, you know, it's just a really good show. You know, compared to the Billboard Music Awards and the American Music Awards, which are all based on charts and popularity. And, you know, the BET Awards are great, but I feel like that can be a popularity contest sometimes too. And the Grammys, like I know y'all see, I've been uploading a lot of Grammy videos lately, and I'm very ashamed at the weekend snub this year. I feel like there's a lot of other shameful stuff that went down this year at the Grammys. The Grammys always, you know, snub a lot of people every year, but this year was a really big year of a lot of snubs, especially for a lot of R&B artists in particular. The Weeknd, Brandy, Summer Walker, Juice WRLD, like it was really bad. But yeah, so I think the Grammys are just another example of why I love the Soul Train Awards so much, because stuff like that never goes down with the Soul Train Awards. So I can always depend on the Soul Train Awards every year to give me great awards, great performances, and just, you know, a really good time every year. So I love them. That's why I'm excited. I'm actually reviewing them for y'all, because not a lot of people review the Soul Train Awards. I don't know why, but, and also I really want us to really get back to really appreciating the beauty and the importance of the Soul Train Awards, because I feel like we all love the Grammys, we all love the BET Awards, but people like always forget that the Soul Train Awards come around every year. I don't know why. Like a lot of people I talked to, they forgot I was coming on. Like they didn't even care about it. They didn't know about it. And I know there's just there's a lack of promotion, and there's a lot of reasons for that, but I really hope as a culture that at some point we can kind of go back into really realizing the importance and just the overall brilliance of the Soul Train Awards. They mean so much to the culture. As an R&B lover, this is someone who loves real music. They mean so much. So I really hope we can get back to really loving them and showing support for them every year. And I really would love, in my opinion, I'd love for the Soul Train Awards to become like the new standard for excellence in music for R&B and for black artists, not just the Grammys, you know, not just the BET. I really want the Soul Train Awards to be like the standard, and for me they are, but I don't think it's always looked at that way. So I hope that changes at some point. But yeah, man, they did a COVID style this year, as always, with everything going on this year. I think they had, I don't know where they filmed it, but they had it like a really cool venue. So I'm assuming somewhere in LA. It was like a lounge type vibe with like just a few people in the audience that were all, you know, socially distanced and stuff like that. You know, COVID style was cool. I like the setup. It was really cool setup. I like the vibe they had. And who was the musical director? Adam Blackstone and the BB All-Stars. Yo, Adam Blackstone, musical director, legend, icon. He killed it this year. Him and his band always kill it every year. And their arrangements and their musical direction for this year was so on point. They killed it all night. They were amazing. And the hosts this year were Tashina Arnold and Tisha Campbell, who as always did a great job. I think this is their third year hosting in a row, and they did a great job. They killed it. Yeah, I love Tisha and Tashina's energy, and their chemistry is so on point. And they always, you know, they always come up with really funny skits, and they're just great hosts. And you know, black women, they stay being dependable and consistent as hell as always. So shout out to Tashina and Tisha. Their energy and the chemistry is amazing. They kept the show flowing, and they were funny, but they didn't do too much. I loved it. They were amazing. And the woman of the night, the MVP of the night, or I guess the guest of honor, was Monica, who was awarded the Lady of Soul Award, which is so very fitting for her upcoming album era campaign. So I'm happy she got that look from the Soul Train Awards. Monica's a legend. Y'all know I love her, even though I feel like she's been having a weird year on the musical side. I feel like Trenches, I don't like that song, and I feel like she's been having a hard time like kind of promoting her new music. But I'm waiting for her album whenever it comes out next year. I think she said she's going for a January date for her album, so I'm excited for it. But yeah, man, I love Monica, legend, so deserving of her award. I'll talk about that later. But yeah, let's get into it, man. So yeah, overall, like I said, I thought the Soul Train Awards were amazing this year. Let me run down a quick recap of like what happened and my thoughts on all the performances and the awards, and yeah, we'll get into it. Y'all ready? Let's go. All right, so to start off the show, Tisha and Tashina did a little medley of hits to some songs. I think it was Chloe and Halle's Do It and Beyonce's Run the World Girls. It was actually lit as hell. I think they changed up some lyrics to really like talk about what's going on in the world. It was really cool how they did it. It was actually, they had good energy as always. They killed it. It was a great intro for the show. And then they had a little like monologue after they finished performing where they were talking about the state of the world and everything going on right now. And I think they talked about like how, you know, what the show was going to be like and all that stuff. So it was a really great intro to the show. They definitely set the mark for the energy that was to come, so they did a good job with that intro. It was great. And then we got into the first award of the night, which was the Soul Train Centrified Award, which went to my girl, Brandy. It went to my fave. Let's go. I was so happy that my girl, Brandy, won it. I'm so happy she won something last night. And I feel like she definitely deserved it out of all the people in that category. I have to say she definitely deserved it. All ladies and PJ Morton were amazing, but I'm so glad Brandy won it. She's had a great year, so I'm glad they honored the B7 album in some type of way. So that's amazing. Shout out to Brandy. I'm glad she won. And her speech made me smile. It was just a really nice, cute speech about, you know, how thankful she was, and I loved it. So shout out to my girl Brandy on her award. So after she accepted her award, Brandy came out as the first performance of the night, and she performed a medley of hits off of B7, which included Say Something and Borderline, two songs that I love off of that album, two of my personal favorite songs off that album. I'm so glad she finally gave Say Something a live performance because I love that song, such a highlight off of B7. And yeah, man, Adam Blackstone and the BBE All-Stars, they killed her arrangement. It was so dope. I love how it sounded on stage. But yeah, man, I feel like I love Brandy's performance. I feel like she was so in it. I love how she did the songs. I love how she gave them the songs new life. And I feel like a lot of people didn't really like her performance. I feel like a lot of people were complaining that they thought she was lip syncing, or they thought that they didn't like the way she like emoted on stage. I love the way she performed. My only complaint, I'm a stan, but I can give complaints. My other complaint is that I feel like I wish she took less vocal pauses. I feel like she often, like when she could have like sang the song, she was pausing because she was getting ready to like do a bunch of runs and riffs. And for someone who doesn't know the song, that's not the best thing to do, because I know the song, so I was cool with all the runs and riffs. And vocally, she was in her bag. She sounded amazing. She wasn't lip syncing. She was singing to a backing track, at least from what I saw. But yeah, man, I think a lot of people wasn't really feeling that. And I can understand that if you haven't heard those songs before, so I get that. But if you've heard those songs, I felt like I liked it for what it was. I loved her runs and riffs. They were amazing. I feel like she placed everything really well. But like I said, the only thing I wish she didn't do was take so many vocal pauses on, like, you know, awkward silent pauses while the backing track was playing. But I thought Brandy's energy was amazing. I thought she looked great. I thought she interacted with the band and everyone on stage so perfectly. I thought she was just so in it, and I loved the vibe of it. She was really in it, and I really feel like it's just crazy to see a veteran like Brandy, you know, really in her bag and outperforming newbies that have like 3 times her clout, you know what I'm saying? So I thought Brandy did a great job. I love the song she performed. I thought she really did a great job as the legend she is. So Brandy, you killed it. Shout out to you. And then we had Ella Mai come out, and she performed her new song, Not Another Love Song, which is a song that, even though I feel like it's not really connecting like that, I don't know why it's not connecting. It hasn't hit the charts yet. I feel like people are not really talking about it, but I love that song. I think it's a great record. So she performed her new song. She came out in this like all black pantsuit with this like big ass brim, you know, wide brim black hat. Yeah, just all black vibes. She was giving you like early 2000s Alicia Keys vibes. I loved it. I thought it was a cool look. But yeah, man, she's definitely growing as a performer, and I feel like you can see her growing, her confidence growing on stage. I feel like compared to when she first came on the scene, I feel like she's definitely growing and feeling more confident on stage, so you can see that. But yeah, man, she's been doing a little choreography up in there. She was jigging with her dancers too. It was great. But yeah, man, I think the performance was done well. I love the overall vibe of it, and I feel like it definitely had great energy, and she had a great vocal as well. So I thought Ella Mai did a great job. And then next up, we had Jazmine Sullivan, who performed her new songs, Lost One and Pick Up Your Feelings. I think she said she filmed it in Philly, I think at the Fillmore or somewhere in Philly. So she filmed it, you know, remotely beforehand, and it was amazing. They kind of filmed like a music video almost, and it had like a civil rights 60s like lens on it too. Like, you know, it had like a 60s feel with the wardrobe, with the set, all that stuff. It really was cool. At first, she performed Lost Ones. She was like in her dressing room, like looking like really sad and out of it, and like her manager, her like white manager, who I think she also was attracted to, or like that was her boyfriend as well. I don't know. I don't really know what the story was, but it was a really cool story as well. So like her manager was coming out here like, you know, come on, you gotta hurry up and get ready to perform, like, you know, on some oppressive vibes, you know. And Jasmine was like, oh, okay, I'm coming, like, whatever, give me some time, hold up. And then she came on the stage. It looked like it was like a rehearsal for a performance that was gonna happen later that night. And then she performed Pick Up Your Feelings when she went on stage. And that I love that song. That song is amazing, and she killed that performance. Vocally, in her bag, she looked great. You know, she was with her background singers and her band, and the white manager was like looking on, like making sure she was on point, and she was like feeling like oppressed and shit. She's like, listen, you don't gotta be off my face, but like I'm doing my thing right now. Like I love you, but get out my face. It was really cool, interesting vibe. It was, like I said, it was filmed like a music video, but it was really dope. Shout out to Jazmine Sullivan. She can do no wrong. She never misses at all. She never misses. Besides Brandy and the Soul Cypher, I feel like Jazmine Sullivan was that vocal highlight of the night for me. She killed it. She sounded amazing. I just love those songs. I love how she performed it. I'm really proud of her, and I'm really loving her new music. I'm really looking forward to her new album whenever, I think it's dropping in January, called Hotels Part 1. I'm looking forward to that. Go look out for that when it comes out. But yeah, Jazmine Sullivan, man, she never misses. Queen, icon, vocal beast. Like what else can be said? Like Jasmine, like that's it. So next up was Daye presenting Moses Sumney, who was the first amplified stage performer. I forgot the name of the song he performed, but he did a great job. I really like his vibe and his energy, and I like his look. He has a really alternative feel and look to him. I don't listen to his music, but I know I've been hearing a lot about him, and I've been seeing him around. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what he can get to the game. I really think I feel like he has a bright future if he can just keep going. I like his look. His voice was great, and I really feel like he can go places if he just keeps going. And you know, the Cutthroat's performance is very short, but from what I could hear and like the minute I could, it was very good. Next up was the classic Soul Cypher that they do every year. The Soul Cypher was amazing this year. They had Shanice, Shantae Moore, PJ Morton, and Stokely all come out and do it to the Love of My Life beat, which is a classic beat that we all know. Shout out to Erykah Badu, shout out to Common. We all love that song. Love of my life. Yeah, so yeah, man, they had the Love of My Life beat going. They all did their thing. Shanice came out, and man, damn, Shanice can still blow to this day. Man, I feel like Shanice was one of the most underutilized and low-key like underappreciated R&B women of the 90s. She did her thing for a little bit, but I feel like she doesn't have as much acclaim and recognition as I feel like she should have to this day. Her voice is amazing. She can still blow to this day. So she came through, did her thing. She sounded amazing. And then PJ Morton came out, and he sounded good. He kind of gave you some more like rap vibes. He spit some like vocal bars for a little bit. It was dope. I loved his flow. He sounded good. He was in his bag. And then Shantae Moore came out and did her thing. Man, Shantae Moore looked great. She looked amazing, and she still sounds good as hell. Her tone is lit. Like Shantae Moore has one of the most beautiful tones in R&B, low-key. I always forget it, but she does. Like her tone is amazing. So she sounded good. She killed it too. She did her thing, sung her ass off. And then Stokely came out, and he murked it. Stokely just commands a stage with his voice and with his energy. So he just came out, was doing his thing, getting down to the floor, like just doing his thing. He killed it. He sounded great. Shout out to Stokely. And yeah, man, all their low-key, all the voices together sounded amazing. They all sounded so good together. They sounded so beautiful together. And to top it all off, Shanice and Shantae's like high notes at the end. They both did like a mutual high note at the end. It was everything I needed and more. It was everything. It was amazing. So yeah, that Soul Cypher was definitely one of the highlights for me of the night as well. It was such a beautiful moment. I loved it. They all killed it. And next up, we had Lucky Daye come out and perform his song called Shoulda, which is a reinterpretation of Love Shoulda Brought You Home. Shout out to Tony Braxton. And he was presented by Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, and he performed alongside with Babyface. Imagine that. Imagine being a young dude in R&B, and you're performing with Babyface, and you're being presented by Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Like, imagine that. Lucky Daye is on his way. I'm so happy for him. He's on his way to being like a problem in R&B. I love him. He's amazing. His music is amazing. I'm really like mad he hasn't really like blown commercially like that yet. Like I'm waiting for that moment for him to like really get on the charts and like show people that he's here. But it's okay, he'll have his time in due time, hopefully. But man, I'm waiting for that moment. Like Lucky Daye's too talented for y'all to be sleeping on him. He's amazing. But yeah, man, shout out to Lucky Daye again, getting acknowledged by all the legends. I think he was also like presented by like Raphael Sadiq a few years ago at the BET Awards. Like shout out to Lucky Daye, killing it. How all the legends are on his side, as they should be, because he's a gem. But yeah, man, he performed the song Show, and it was amazing. I thought he had a great vocal. His energy was great. The performance, he really was in his bag, and he had Babyface right there by his side on the guitar. Babyface sounded great as well. He was killing on the guitar. It was just a really great performance. It was really nice and simple. And Jimmy Jam and Terry was bopping along too on the side. So you're doing a good job when that happens. So yeah, it was amazing. And then he hit a falsetto note at the end. That was all that I needed. It was amazing. It was all I needed. Lucky Daye, you killed that, bro. Shout out to you. Great job. Then next up we had Nicole come out and present the award for Best Female R&B Soul Artist, and that went to her, which I'm very happy for. I'm kind of surprised that her won it because she didn't really have an album out this year, but at the same time she did have a lot of good singles out, so I'll take it, and she definitely deserves it because she's an amazing artist and she had a pretty great year. A lot of good singles out, and she definitely deserved it. And I loved her speech. I thought it was amazing. It was a speech about like R&B not being dead because it's literally embedded in everything, and I was like, her facts. Like people keep wanting to say that R&B is dead, but at the end of the day, R&B is embedded in half of the rap that's coming out these days because everybody's on some like sing-songy vibe. That's all from R&B. Like, you know, everybody pulls from R&B, whether or not they want to admit it. It's not publicized like that, but R&B is embedded in everything these days. So while it might not be at the top of the food chain on the charts and all that, like it will always be relevant, and it will always be important, and it will always be alive. So I love that speech by her. Great speech. It was so on point, and I'm glad you won. Shout out to you. Next up we had Ceelo Green come out and do like this whole like tribute to like the 70s and to go-go. It was such a vibe. I loved it. It had so much energy. Man, I'm not sure like all the songs that he performed, but I think he did like some covers to some really big songs. I forgot the names, but y'all know them if y'all hear them. But yeah, man, I don't know about that orange jumpsuit that he was wearing, but I was here for his energy. It was amazing. His energy was amazing. He sounded great. Shout out to Ceelo. He sounded amazing. And man, that band was playing like the rent was due tomorrow. What? I'm telling you, like, imagine like a 70s type band killing it, but like with the go-go twist to it. It was amazing. Like they were in their bag. They were playing like the rent was due tomorrow. Straight up. It was amazing. I was here for the horns, the go-go drums, and just the overall like 70s vibe that the stage had. It was amazing. I loved it. And I also love how it incorporated the Butt by EU2. Y'all know the song? I loved it. It was such a nice moment of like, you know, going back to like a 70s vibe, but also like having like that like hype, like go-go sound was amazing. So shout out to Ceelo Green. He did a great job too as well. Loved it. After that, we went ahead and slowed things on down with the performance by Charlie Wilson and Smokey Robinson, who performed their new track, All of My Love, which is a really nice, you know, great classic, you know, smooth romantic R&B song. Man, such a pleasant performance. Two legends just, you know, doing what they do best, and they sounded great together. Shout out to both of them. And then Smokey left, and then Charlie came out and performed like a gospel infused tribute to Bishop Rance, who he honored with the performance of, I think, a song called Miracle Worker, and he did it with two other gospel artists. I forgot their names, but they sounded amazing as well. So yeah, it was really cool. Like, you know, you slowed things down, reflected on, you know, Bishop Rance's life with that performance. It was a really great tribute to his life and to you know, to his ministry. But yeah, really nice moment in the show where they slowed things down and they got really, like, you know, romantic and reflective. So yeah, it was cool. Shout out to Charlie Wilson and Smokey Robinson, and shout out to the two gospel artists that came and helped Charlie Wilson tribute Bishop Rance. It was great. Next up we have Snoh Aaelgra, who might have had the most interesting setup of the night. I don't know where she filmed it, but she had like a whole like CGI thing going on where she was like on this like metallic like big rock or like small planet type of thing with like a bunch of like stars and all this stuff, like pink waves in the background. It was really trippy performance, but I liked how it was set up. I thought it was a really cool look. And she had like a pink outfit on. It was really like a pink vibe, but with, like, she was like staying on this like metallic like rock thing. It was really cool. CGI the fuck out, but it was dope. But yeah, man, I thought she was cool. I loved her performance. She performed I Want You Around, which is one of her best songs, one of her most well-known songs, and she sounded lovely as always. Snoh Aaelgra never misses. She never disappoints. She always sounds amazing, so she killed it. I really love that she's like, you know, kind of getting more and more out there. I love her artistry, I love her vibe, I love her voice, so I love it, and I love when she gets to the R&B game. So I'm hoping y'all stop sleeping on Snoh Aaelgra. She's amazing, and her performance was just so chill, and was just so peaceful and so, you know, serene, and you know the usual vibes that Snoh Aaelgra gives you was just very peaceful and very beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I loved it. I wish she did a little bit of Dying for Your Love. I wish she did a little bit of that because that's like her latest track. But it was cool. I still take I Want You Around as a classic song by her. I love it. But yeah, man, it was cool. Cool performance. She did really well. I loved it. Cool performance. Next up was another amplified stage performer by the name of Nicole. I don't know this woman. I don't know anything about her, but she sounded amazing. I think she performed a song called So Easy. I like her a lot, and she sounded great. The song was cool. So I'm looking forward to seeing what else she can bring to the game as well. I thought, you know, her look was great. She sounded good, and the song was great. So So shout out to Nicole, you did a great job. Next up, we have Monica getting the Lady of Soul award for the year. She was the guest of honor for the night, and she looked amazing. Her presented the award to her. Her, you know, did a little speech about, you know, why we all love Monica and how like her grew up Monica's music. I thought it was really nice. Shout out to her. But yeah, man, Monica came out and accepted her award. She had a really nice speech. I love Monica's speech about, you know, just her being thankful for, you know, her career, her family, her fans, all that stuff. I thought her speech was great. She looked grounded. She looked great in like this like black gown with like, you know, like it was like a black pantsuit, but she had like a cape on as well. It was really dope. She looked really good in her outfit. And I thought it was funny as hell. Not funny, but I was weak when she mentioned, you know, free Corey Miller. I'm like, all right, you know, it's cool. Fight for your bae. But yeah, man, she talked about how we need to get up on our, you know, criminal justice reform tip, which I'm always here for, because Lord knows, if y'all ain't seen Trial 4 on Netflix, go watch Trial 4. Amazing series. But yeah, man. So yeah, Monica just came out and did a speech and about, you know, how thankful she was for the moment and for her career and for her being able to inspire people and, you know, all that stuff. And it was great. And then she did a medley of her hits right after that. It was amazing. She performed songs like Everything to Me. I think she did So Gone at the end. She also did Angel of Mine. I think she did Why I Love You So Much or Before You Walk Out My Life. One of those I think she did. And I think she did I feel like 1 or 2 other songs too. She did amazing. Man, Monica was she did great. She didn't look tired. She didn't look out of breath. She had energy. She had swag. You know, her usual Gunica vibes for the hard songs. You know what I'm saying? But you know, for the ballad, she still sung her ass off too. Like, she still killed it, man. But yeah, man, she didn't look tired or nothing. She did the whole medley like so well. She was really in her bag. Showed that she's a veteran. You know what I'm saying? She really showed her veteran status to the performance. It was amazing. I was so glad to see Monica being given her flowers while she's still young and while she can still smell them. I love that moment for her and for her career, because Monica is definitely one of those underrated R&B icons that I think people just don't really talk about enough, especially outside of the context of her versus Brandy. People just don't talk about her enough by herself, and so I'm glad she got this moment. It was so deserved. Monica, you deserve everything. You've had a great career. You're literally, in my eyes, one of like the icons of like my generation of R&B. And you know, I'm glad she had that moment. She did a great job. She looked amazing. She sounded amazing. I love all the songs she did. I don't know if I missed any songs that she did, but yeah, she did like all her big hits that we all love, and she killed it, man. I don't think she did anything. I don't think she did Don't Take It Personal. I wish she did that. Yeah, there's a few hits that she didn't play, but I mean, I think she only did like 4 or 5, 6 songs, so it is what it is. But she still killed all the songs she did. They were amazing. And yeah, man, I loved all her classic selections. Besides Trenches, that's the only song I didn't like that she did. She did Trenches, which is a song that I told you I don't like that song. But I'm still looking forward to her album whenever it comes out. But I do not like Trenches. I just feel like that song is boring. With Little Baby and the Neptunes being involved, you would have thought that was a way better song, but I don't like that song at all. But she performed that to promote her new album, so I get it. But yeah. But other than Trenches, I love the whole medley. It was amazing. Monica, salute, mama, you killed that. Amazing. So yeah, man, after Monica, that was pretty much the end of the show. I think the show was like 2 hours, but it was amazing. It wasn't too short, it wasn't too long, it was perfect. I loved it. And just like every year, I wish there were actually more awards being presented on the actual telecast. You know, like at least the big ones, like, you know, Best New Artist, Album of the Year, you know, all that type of stuff. And I think they presented like 2 awards, which was or 3, which was Soul Train Certified, Best R&B Soul Female Artist, and maybe, oh yeah, I think that was it. They only presented two awards. That was it. But yeah, man, I think maybe because her was like one of the only artists that was actually in the building that night, maybe that's why they did her category. But I really wish they presented, like I always say this every year, I wish they presented more of the actual awards during the telecast, because not everybody's really gonna go online and look it up. Like, most people will, but not everybody will do that. It's always good. They do this every year, so it is what it is. So yeah, let me go through the actual awards for anybody who missed it. Best New Artist went to Snoh Aaelgra, which I think is great, so deserving. Soul Train Certified went to Brandy, like I said. Best R&B Soul Female went to her, like I said. Best R&B Soul Male went to Chris Brown, which I think is okay. I would have given it to maybe The Weeknd, because I think he had a bigger year, but Chris Brown will take it. Best Gospel Inspirational Award, that went to Kirk Franklin. No surprise there, but I low-key kind of thought they would give it to the Clark sisters, because, you know, they had like a comeback this year with like the movie and all that stuff. But it's cool. Kirk Franklin took that. I'm not surprised. Rhythm and Bars, which is just like, you know, the best hip-hop song of the year, that went to Megan Thee Stallion for Savage, As It Should Have. I'm happy with that. I would have been cool with The Box too by Roddy Ricch. I would have been cool with The Box, but Savage took that. I'm happy for Megan Thee Stallion. Definitely deserving. I love that song. I know I love that song. Song of the Year went to Chris Brown and Young Thug, Go Crazy. which I'm not mad about at all. I would have rather a different song, but I'm cool, Go Crazy. Like maybe Come Through by Summer Walker and Usher, or maybe Chloe and Halle's Do It. I would have rather maybe one of those songs. But but Chris Brown, Young Thug, Go Crazy, that's a great song that I love, so I'll take it. And that definitely was the biggest song of the year in contention, so I'm not surprised it won. Shout out to Chris Brown. Chris Brown cleaned up this year. I think Chris Brown won 4 awards this year, so he cleaned up. Album of the year went to Summer Walker for Over It, which I'm not surprised by. She deserves it. Her album is amazing. Y'all know personally I would have preferred Brandy, but it's cool. Summer Walker, congrats, you deserve it. Over It is an amazing album that's still hitting till this day. I don't know why, but it still hits to this day. So Summer Walker took that. The Ashford and Simpson Songwriters Award went to her for I Can't Breathe. Amazing. We love that. We love that. Amazing. Nominated for Song of the Year at the Grammys. We love that. Shout out to her. I love that song. Classic song for the Black Lives Matter movement, for our generation. Amazing record. Best dance performance went to Chris Brown and Young Thug for Go Crazy. Even though Young Thug, I don't think he was dancing the video, but he still won it because it's his song as well. So, but yeah, Chris Brown did sing that video. I really wish this is where they awarded Chloe and Halle. I feel like Chloe and Halle should have took this category for Do It. I feel like everyone, I feel like the Do It choreography was more famous, was more omnipresent throughout the year than the choreography from Go Crazy. But the choreography in the Go Crazy video was dope, so I'll take it. But I feel like Chloe and Halle low-key deserve this award for Do It, but it is what it is. And best collaboration performance went to Chris Brown and Young Thug for Go Crazy. No surprise there. I'm cool with this win. I would have rather maybe skip Marley and Her for Slow Down, or Summer Walker and Usher for Come Through, but I'll take Chris Brown, Young Thug. Go Crazy was a big song. We'll take it. And lastly, Video of the Year went to Beyonce, St. John, Wizkid, and Blue Ivy for Brown Skin Girl. Also nominated for Best Music Video at the Grammys. So yeah, I'm happy Brown Skin Girl won. Brown Skin Girl is an amazing video. Shout out to Beyonce and company. Yeah, I'm cool with this win. Yeah, I'm cool with this win. Definitely, out of all these ones, yeah, definitely should have won. So I'm cool with that. So yeah, man, that was all the awards from this year. Let me know what y'all thought about them down below. But yeah, all in all, I thought the Soul Train Awards were amazing this year. I loved them. I thought they were so well done. Nobody had a bad night. Every performance was lit. The flow was amazing. Shout out to Sheena and Tisha. They kept the flow going so well. I love how they had the stage set up. I love how they incorporated performances from people who pre-recorded stuff like Jazmine Sullivan and Snoh Aaelgra. I thought the band and the musical arrangements were amazing. They killed it. Everything was just on point. The awards were pretty fair for the most part. I have pretty much no complaints with the Soul Train Awards this year, which is why y'all all need to stop sleeping on the Soul Train Awards. I feel like every year we forget about the Soul Train Awards and we sleep on them, but they are literally the only award show that steps up to the plate every year with non-stop brilliant performances, actual accurate awards, good vibes, a good flow, good host, good energy. They always kill it every year. So this year was no different. I thought they killed it. I thought it was an amazing show. But yeah, let me know what y'all thought about the Soul Train Awards this year. Let me know down below what y'all thought about how the show went. Let me know what were your favorite performances, what were your favorite moments. Who do you wish was there that wasn't there by any chance? Just give me all your thoughts down below, okay? Appreciate y'all. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe as well, okay? Appreciate y'all. And like I always say, guys, live your best life, drink more water, stay woke, and if you're mad or sad, go listen to your favorite song, make you feel better, okay? Go listen to your favorite song, it'll make you feel better. Wear your mask, wash your hands, social distance, okay? Winter panoramic, stop playing, winter panoramic. Wear your mask, wash your hands, social distance, okay? I know y'all are tired of this pandemic. I know y'all are tired of it, but it's not going anywhere anytime soon. The vaccine is not going to be approved for regular folk for a while, so we gotta sit tight. We just gotta do what we can do to stay safe, okay? So yeah, make sure y'all guys are doing the right thing. Wear your mask, wash your hands, social distance, okay? As much as you can. All right, y'all, but I'm about to get off this camera, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This has been your boy Bright, the R&B Kid. Thank you for watching, but for now, I'm signing off, baby. Bye, y'all. Peace.
I came to vibe, you came to function, just do that, baby. Don't worry about nothing, no. I came to vibe, you came to function, just do that, baby. Don't worry about nothing, no. Relax just a little bit. You don't gotta worry, you can just